Hello friends, welcome to iExamB. Today's article is Working Safely. So it is about the opening up the workplaces partially after the lockdown, and that too when we can see that every day these COVID-19 cases have been increasing, and it says that COVID-19 pandemic has not peaked in the country. So it is not even peaked. That means it is going to be worse in coming days, and also this opening of economic production is to be partial. Okay, this is not to be opened fully. So two things, it is going to be opened partially, and also the COVID-19 cases has not peaked in the country, but still it poses an extraordinary challenge. So it is really difficult how to be safe and how to open these workplaces and what kind of safety measures should be taken so that it should not increase the spread of COVID-19. So all over the world, countries around the world are focusing on making the workplace safe and issuing guidelines to help workers return to their jobs. So there must be some guidelines because they have to actually contain the spread. So different types of measures are being taken by the companies, different guidelines are being issued. So reducing the number of people present at any given time is a universal principle because then only it would be actually distancing can be maintained. So it is like alternate days they would be coming, 50% employee will come one day and the next day remaining 50% would come, or they can be divided into three shifts. In the first shift, one third will come, second shift, one third, like that. And wherever possible, employees can work from home also. Here in India also, Union Health Ministry has addressed the issue through a manual of preventive measures that covers all types of workplaces and depends heavily on behavioral change. So Union Health Ministry has also issued a manual and in which all types of preventive measures has been covered, and basically it stresses upon the behavioral change with some additional requirements for confined spaces such as offices, because this behavioral change is really required, and actually that is going to help most. Okay, then the writer says that fortunately the measures to be taken to prevent this disease are very simple, and these measures are not very expensive also. So physical distancing of at least 1 meter, mandatory use of face masks or cover, frequent hand washing with soap, respiratory etiquette. So what is this respiratory etiquette? That whenever you are sneezing or coughing, you have to keep a handkerchief on your mouth and nose. So this respiratory etiquette, sanitizing contact surfaces, and self-monitoring of health. So these are simple measures and can be followed very easily. These requirements have by now become familiar to everyone. And so actually since March 2020, in India also we became aware of this disease, and now in these 2 months every one of us are very familiar with these measures, and employees need only to be nudged into adopting them through persistent communication, free provisioning of masks and sanitizing materials, and organizing office space suitably. So employees who will be coming to office, those who are not working from home, actually they have to be familiar, habitual actually with these habits, and then it would be easier to follow these measures. Physical distancing of even 1 meter, if not the 2 gaz or 6 feet that Prime Minister advocated, does pose difficulties because of the lack of space and density of workers in many places. But then the writer says that this physical distancing is very difficult to be maintained in the offices because of the uh, because of lack of space and density of workers. You can see that in offices small cabins are there, or very many persons are sitting in very less space, so that is going to be challenging. But employees should see the value of keeping staff attendance at safe levels even within the legally permitted ceiling, which now extends to 50% in specified sectors and even in some government offices. So the writer says that permissible is 50%, but employers can actually keep it even below that. Failure to maintain distancing, more so in a poorly ventilated, closed environment, gives the virus a free run, as Chennai's wholesale vegetable market showed starkly. So we have already seen what happened in Chennai. So we must take care of all these things. Then it is written that as per the guidelines, offices experiencing an outbreak actually what they need to do the center's protocol for symptomatic cases. So whenever in any office, if experiences an outbreak, they need to do the testings and wherever warranted, quarantining of both the worker and close contacts and 2-day closure of offices. So if any outbreak, then uh, testing is required and they need to quarantine both workers and close contacts, and also the offices need to be closed for 2 days. That is why the employers of the offices they should underscore the importance of prevention. They must understand, they must give attention to the importance of prevention. Here underscore means they must give attention to. Underscore literally, literal meaning is underline. So whenever we think that these words are important, we underline it. That means to give importance to. Okay. Responsibility, however, does not devolve entirely on offices and establishments, and it is imperative for other activities such as public transport used by many workers to meet COVID-19 requirements. So here it says that it is not totally, it doesn't devolve entirely on offices and establishment, because many people who are coming to offices, so they might be coming from the public transport or from metro, so they can actually catch the virus there also. Some institutions are mandating installation of the Arogya Setu app by employees returning to work when the legal basis of this monitoring mechanism remains shaky and there are no assured benefits in terms of healthcare. So many institutions are saying that those who are returning to work, they must install Arogya Setu app, but actually the writer says that monitoring mechanism remains shaky and no assured benefits in terms of healthcare till date. At this stage of pandemic, when a gradual resumption of economic activity in multiple sectors ranging from construction to food takeaways is a necessity, the most feasible interventions at the workplace are voluntary and those that cost that the least. So actually, uh, most feasible intervention is voluntary only, and that cost the least, and that is the thing which cost the least. There may still be occasion to resort to intermittent lockdowns if opening up leads to mounting cases. A prudent course would be to navigate the present with a minimalist approach as the quest for a medical breakthrough make progress. So in the end, writer says that if these opening up leads to more number of cases, then there might be another lockdown, and a prudent course, a practical and very careful approach should be taken. Course would be to navigate the present with a minimalist approach as the quest for a medical breakthrough make progress. So that was all in the article. So some words which were used in the passage, devolve. So you can see here, devolve does not devolve entirely on offices. So devolve. So in the context, when you see these words, actually you can guess the meaning. So devolve, nudge, feasible, intervention, and intermittent. So here feasible interventions, the most feasible interventions at the workplace are voluntary, and then intermittent lockdowns. So I would suggest you to make sentences of any two of these words and write in the comment section. So thank you, friends. Thanks for watching.